Hi everyone, how you doing? Just thought I'd hop on here on this beautiful day here where I live. Beautiful autumnal day, blue sky, and just getting out for some much needed fresh air and just be basically. So much I want to sort of jump on here and talk about actually. But today I've decided I'm going to talk about your choice, your truth. And I went out for lunch. I met a friend for lunch yesterday. And do you remember the days where you used to just go out, take a seat, order what you want, it was brought to you? So much choice now, isn't there? Not choice as in items, but choice as in, are you vegan, or are you vegetarian, are you gluten-free, all this sort of thing. And to work out the key on the menu was just a nightmare. Even the owner gave up and got one of his girls to come and explain it to us. So yeah, it just made me think, things used to be so much simpler. And a couple of videos ago, I said, I thought there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. And I've remembered what it is now. It was going to work one day. It doesn't matter which way I was going. There was diversion, road closures. And it's like, really? Really? I know work needs to be done. But it just sort of puts you off balance, doesn't it? And makes you not be in the present moment because you've got to think about something else. And I mean, yeah, like I say, I know things have to be done, but it's like when I was off sick over the summer, where I live, it's very much a holiday destination. So it was August bank holiday and people were coming to visit me. They obviously didn't need the Google Maps because they know where I am. But one of the main routes was closed off over August bank holiday. It's like, why? Why for those 3 or 4 days did you have to close that? It wasn't as if something was, gonna, it was a bridge actually. It wasn't like the bridge was gonna collapse or anything like that, because there'd been notices for like a couple of months, I think, saying, this work is going to be done. There wasn't a date or anything, but it's like, why did you choose that? And it just puts people off balance, doesn't it? And yeah, so choices. And going back to the friend that I met up with, we hadn't really seen one another properly for about 4 years. And we all know what happened 4 years ago. And we just got started chatting about the world and what have you. And then she sort of volunteered the information to say that she wishes she hadn't had the... and she said, and I know that you were very much no. And she said, now I wish I hadn't. But she said it just got me in a state of fear. And she sort of was describing, how her and her family were living because of it. This just constant fear. And, at the time, I totally was in with the narrative, if you like. And, home deliveries or going in to get the shopping, I would clean everything down, and all that sort of thing. And it wasn't that I knew for sure, but there were 3 things, and I was sharing this. There were 3 things that made me go, I'm not going to do this yet. I still hadn't decided. I definitely wouldn't. But it was one where that government advisor decided to go up north to see his parents. Do you remember? And I thought, if you've got elderly parents and you're going up from London to them, that's strange. The other thing was I was it wasn't sitting right with me that I've got a really strong immune system, and I didn't want anything to compromise that, because it was like, you know, these things haven't even, well, at the time hadn't been developed, and we were told, I think 3 or 4 years, and then all of a sudden, wasn't it, it was like, here they are. So everyone just couldn't wait. Well, I say everyone, most people who I thought, you know, knew at the time, was like, oh yeah. And then, but the third thing, so yeah, my immune system, and then yeah, that was the third thing. How could that all of a sudden be there for you? Oh no, I know the other thing was, if it is meant to be a, like most vaccines are, you don't need another one, do you? I know when I went to Japan, you have one for something, I can't remember what it was, but you don't need another one. So that sort of sat awkwardly with me. But I'm not sort of talking about this about, you know, because I'm judging or I feel that you should agree with me. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, we all have choices. And at the time, I kept very quiet about my choices, only to certain people I felt close to. And this friend that I met, she actually said to me yesterday, she said, I thought I'd lost you, Julie. I said, no, of course you hadn't. She said, well, you know, I was so, wasn't I? And I said, I know, but it was your choice. And even my best buddy, my best buddy who works for the NHS, I remember us meeting up for a walk when we could meet outside, and it was the most uncomfortable meeting I have ever had with my best bud. And I honestly thought that our friendship was going to end over it. And yeah, the next couple of times we met up, things were a little bit awkward. We're still never talking about it to this day, but things are back to how they were, you know? Yeah, it's not that we're not talking about the elephant in the room, but we both respect each other's choices, you know? And my message is, your choice, your truth. One thing I have decided, though, is that if anything else, because I believe that there's going to be other stuff kicking off over the next few years, if I'm honest with you, I will stand up and speak my truth. Whereas I was petrified, I'd already lost my business because of it. And I thought I was going to lose my little part-time job because of it. And I've, you know, got bills to pay, so I didn't tell anyone that I hadn't had them. But now I quite openly speak about it. I really do, because we have free will at the moment. There's lots of things. Sorry, I'm picking grass here while I'm talking to you. We do have free will at this moment in time, you know. But there's so much going on in this crazy world, so much stuff going on in this crazy world, that it is being compromised, even if it's not blatant for us to see at this time. So, yes, my message is your choice, your truth. And you know, when I've said question everything and connect and trust your inner natural flow, that's why I set this this channel up originally, is, you know, don't jump on the bandwagon, if that makes sense. You know that sort of term? Is that the right term? Just don't jump in. Just sit with things and do your own research online. I mean, there are things that are censored online because they don't want you to know. But that's why groups like this, and there's so many out there, that, you know, we can gain strength from each other. And yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. All I know that this is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. We are an English country. I am not, I mean, I've got friends that are from other countries that live here, so it's not as if I'm not going to say that word because I'm not, but don't come in and take over, because it ain't going to work. And you know, there has been a few demonstrations in London, hasn't there, with one thing and another. Couldn't get to it because of my work, but that's going to change a little bit in the new year as well. Because my full-time job, I'm going to drop a day because I want to put more time to my little business, which is all about, well, it's massage and beauty therapy and healing. And that's what I'm all about, is to bring humanity hope, comfort, compassion and empathy, and to be as one so we all rise together. So then I'll have a little bit more time to jump on here as well. And who knows, perhaps do some live streams, I don't know, that's for next year. But so yeah, so that was my message today. Like I said, there's so many messages I want to talk about, but that's the one for today. Okay, everyone, go and enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you back on here very, very soon with much love, light, peace and truth. Bye for now.